Chapter 4, Differences. Room 209 in Kennedy Hall seems sparse in comparison to last week's class. Several students exercised their drop-ad option before the deadline. Originally, there were 33 students enrolled in the class, but a week and a half later, only 18 are left. Notably, missing is Roja, but the cause of her absence may have been Teddy as opposed to Dr. Dayton. As the students wait for the professor, Becky, a tall, blonde-haired, brown-eyed girl, approaches Holly. She invites Holly and Destiny to participate in a fundraising fashion show next month for Alzheimer's. Holly eagerly accepts while Destiny needs to check her calendar. Becky and Holly exchange cell numbers to get more details. Becky rushes back to her seat as Dr. Dayton arrives and places his briefcase on the table. He scans the class while counting in his head the number of students. Even though the class is eager to know who they would be paired with and their topics, Dr. Dayton began the class with a discussion on the assigned reading. The discussion is about the origin and social behaviors of Native Americans. Initially, the conversation focuses on being the only non-immigrants of the United States. It moves to the spirituality of the Native Americans, and later students express their views on the Redskins football team name and the Dakota pipeline. JC, who was the handsome young man who helped Holly move into her apartment, is fully engaged in the discussion. His interest became apparent when he informs the class he is Native American. Holly is happy he disclosed his nationality so she could share it with Laura, who was extremely interested in him. The discussion comes to a close. All the students quietly stare at Dr. Dayton as he reaches into his briefcase and pulls out a few sheets of paper. He hands them out to the students in the front row, who then take one and pass the rest back. The paper informs them of the requirements for the research assignment, the topics, and the assigned partners. There are 9 teams, and the list of topics range from politics, religion, health, race, and class to education. Holly checks her name and sees she is not partnering with her friend Destiny. Holly is working with Teddy, and their topic is race. Destiny seems overjoyed. Holly immediately finds Destiny's name, and she is working with JC. Their topic is health. Others in the class find their partners and begin to exchange contact information. A few students are lined up to talk to Dr. Dayton about their topic. JC and Destiny have assembled together and exchanged numbers. As they walk out, Destiny waves goodbye to Holly with a big smile. Teddy walks over to Holly. Both seem a bit displeased about their topic. The line for the professor has diminished. Teddy and Holly step up to the desk, expecting some type of verbal or physical acknowledgement of their presence. Instead, the professor is packing up and starts to leave. Dr. Dayton, we don't feel there is really that big of a race issue anymore, Holly calls out to the professor as he has made it to the door. Yeah, for most of our teen years, we have had a black president, Barack Obama. I'm a history major, and I get that way back in your day, Professor, things were kind of bad, but it's better now. One of my best friends, Ethan, he's black, grins Teddy. Oh, and Holly, I bet you have a best friend that's white, Dr. Dayton states, looking in Holly's direction. Actually, my roommate is white, somewhat capricious, but that's not because she's white, but I do have a lot of white friends. Well, if you two read the assignment I passed out, which you clearly didn't, this is an empirical research project, not your naive opinion. You both may want to look at the recent 2016 election, the justice system, immigration, survey people, do some actual research. Dr. Dayton furiously responds as he leaves the classroom. What is with this guy? It's like he wants us to be racist, suggests Teddy. Back in your day? No, I'm sorry, way back in your day. Did you have to say that? Asked Holly with a confused look on her face. What's wrong with that? The dude is old and he knows it. Oh my goodness, the man hates us. This is supposed to be my easy A class. I know, me too. Well, what is your number so we can get together and do some research? Teddy takes Holly's cell and types in his phone number. He calls his number with Holly's phone and adds her to his contacts. He reminds her of the pajama party his fraternity is having this weekend, and the two part ways. Chapter 4, Differences. Holly and Teddy's research paper is on the topic of race. In the comments below, do you think we still need to discuss the differences in race, or should we just focus on what we have in common?